All right, for the sake of time, I'm going to jump in and say this: we traveling in the underworld right now. We in the underworld, aka fall. Summer was the peak. We was on the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? We was, the peak of all havens or heaven. We in the fall now. So I'm saying we going in the underworld, where the shit you was blinded by when you was having fun in the summer. Excuse me, that you was blinded by when you was having fun in the summer. This fall gonna help you be able to see it, cause that energy in the summer and it ain't the same. So it's like serious, more serious energy. So people gonna see, look, aka you gonna see your fallen states. You know what I'm saying? Your fallen states of consciousness. Think about fall. What's fall? That's Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio going into Sag. We on our way out of fall, going into winter. But basically, what I'm saying, like, everybody witnessed as far as the whole world is what's been unleashed, what's been unreleased out here due to what human interactions under the narrative of modern day 21st century man. We send out demands, extra demands for power, more stuff, and more material, going more rampant. You know what I'm saying? And see, people, the average Joe don't understand. Um, 1 second. Like this concept about angels and demons. Listen, you your own angel, you your own demon. See, you gotta understand that. What you looking at is epiphany of that particular form, this flesh form. See what I'm saying? The narrative of today's man got people judging us off this, judging us off our flesh. They not teaching us about the scenes or the unseen. They ain't teaching you about that. See what I'm saying? That's the problem. They got a lot of the generation today thinking in terms of what you see is what you get with these eyes. That's what I sense, and I'm realizing like a lot of the subconscious thing, a lot of the subconscious that make up that is the reason why the average Joe's going rampant, because each individual don't even know how to be responsible for that, and energy got to go somewhere, right? So it's running rapid. And the way it's running rapid is in construct where they already got things set up so that they could take that energy, the leaders today, and do what they want with it against you, unbeknownst to you. That's what your so-called, people, you end up doing, you end up having a lot on your plate, and all that stuff on your plate, 9 out of 10 ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got something to do with what you don't see. But what you don't see, it's like 9 out of 10, you go with it because of the hype that everybody else go with, but you know deep down something wrong because you feel like you being played, but you feel like since everybody else out here, 9 out of 10, it's got to be something normal. It's got to be something accepted, but you know something wrong, and you ain't doing nothing about it. And you know, it's like that's like the curse, because it's like a sandwich smear thing where the whole cover is us going against us. So we ain't looking at the average Joe ain't looking at the sun. We ain't thinking about the concept of no moon. We ain't thinking about the concept of ways, the moments of movements. As far as that, we're thinking about what time it is. I ain't got no money in my pocket. I'm wasting my time. I'm sitting here, ain't doing nothing. Meditating, the fuck that is. You see that type of, like you wasting your time. And It might be some of the most important times in your life. Why the stuff you trying to do don't work as well, because fuck that, basically. So to wrap this up, I'm just this like me. I'm on a, you know what I'm saying. I realize if it's to put more emphasis on the North Node Gemini, right? Eighth house thing. I got that in there. I got that. It's like it's more of a what I was gonna say. Cause that's a bad placement anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's why I already know to kind of know where to put this, and that told me about how somebody like me need to filter, because I got Mercury in Virgo, right? And I got it's 8 degrees retrograde in the 11th house, so that's why I have a tendency to be on here. I feel like I gotta be out here. It's in the 11th house. You know what I'm saying? Either that, like I got two main Aquarius peoples. You know what I'm saying? That that's like fam, low key. And the way I think about it, I'm like it's almost like that's my son in the 11th house. That's the house that's I live at, right? The sun. That's how that actually is gonna play out. It's gonna attract that. So what's the 11th house? That's Aquarius energy. That's Saturn kind of energy. I'm gonna have all that kind of. That's like associations, business things, like it's like that, like a network of people and stuff. Like you ain't even necessarily gotta know them. Like that's me putting together stuff like DSOM. That's Aquarius stuff. Talk shows and stuff like being on YouTube website. That's Aquarius stuff. Air stuff. And this like it's like I know now to not come on here and stand on random stuff. That is like what that North Northern Gemini is like telling me. The best way to communicate that is according to the alignments, not my own way. Cause that's an in-depth thing, and the way Gemini is scattered there, it needs to have like a sense of perfection. So my Virgo energy, whereas it kind of helped me to see where I could put this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to spoil nothing, but you got a lot of wise energy going. You got like a lot of Jupiterian, and I feel like I got I fucks with Jupiter. I fucks with Jupiter. I got all kind of thing. One of my main things is Jupiter. I'm not necessarily Mars, like Mars. I'm specialized in Mars, but my thing is Jupiter. I specialize in Mars, but my thing is Jupiter. And I feel like before I just, my thing, before I just go straight toward, search and destroy type gun ho, let's talk about it. Let's get humane about it. Like, this humanity thing is important. But the other side, like the real grain where it's coming from, don't care about that. But since I'm here, it cares about that because of that. So that's important. I feel like the South Node in Sagittarius, which is now amplifying what's going on in the sun, is helping me to see how to use that Gemini energy. See what I'm saying? It's like it's an equalization thing. So you don't get lost in your North Node trying to think you got to get away from your South Node. That's, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. This basically just to remind me to, I'm real about air. I filter it, so I can't be chaotic with this. That has to be a construct with it. So that's what I'm doing. And I realized some of the videos I put on wasn't really making sense because, and it's another thing to be careful. Don't make sure you talking. When you talk, you ain't coming from your own thought. Talk in a way that is relative to everybody else. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Talking away. See, Sagittarius know this, I think. Geminis, they're curious to learn about this. Sagittarius already know that. But let me get off. I'm out.